right, everybody, we're back. We're back, and I used it last group, and I'm going to use it again because it's a $5 word. We're here in our penultimate series here, the losers match here of Group D, spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, the yellow Terran player representing Platinum Heroes. It's CharactR. And up in the top right-hand corner, the teal Zerg player representing Risen Competitive Team. It's Renegade. So at this point, I think we're all pretty familiar with the layout of this group. We have only two matches remaining. This match, which is the losers match, and then the final match. The losers of these matches are eliminated from Season 1 of the 2020 RSL. Means these guys at this point are playing for their lives. A single loss in a best of 3 means that's it, you're gone. And only one of our 3 remaining players will escape into the round of 16. We're going to have to see if that is going to be Renegade, CharactR, or 11. It's kind of like that scene from The Dark Knight where he's like, we're having tryouts, and he throws the pointy stick into the middle of the 3 of them. They all got to fight for the one slot, and that's pretty much what's going on here, except for instead of mercilessly beating each other to death with a sharpened pool cue, instead we're playing video games. But stakes are still high, guys, okay? Just because nobody's dying doesn't mean the stakes aren't high. As both these guys have the quality to advance here, it's just up to which of them can kind of get an edge on the other guys. Now, 11 is going to be watching on here. He already played CharactR. He won that match 2-0 earlier. So I got to think that if CharactR is the victor here in this match, he's probably feeling pretty confident whenever you get a nice win like that against somebody. It's a nice kind of mental edge. But he hasn't faced Renegade, so if Renegade wins, we get our first ZVZ of the group. And I mean, that could go a variety of ways. It's ZVZ. But there's the Roach Warren. There it is. And it looks like Renegade is going to start us off with a little bit of a spicy boy build, and I really like that. We know he's got that in his locker. We know he's got the macro in his locker. CharactR doesn't know which one he's going to pull out first. And it looks like it's the aggression. And on this same map against 11, we saw a CharactR die to a Roach Nidus. He might be in for a similar amount of pain here. 2 in gas. This is a very precise build. It's going to be Ling Ravager. I'm fairly certain. Renegade did a similar build against Coda that was mainly Roach-based. And actually, with the 2 in gas, he might just be kind of focusing on the Roaches, but Ravager is good unit. Papa Panda in chat saying CharactR fighting. CharactR got his fans out there. Like to see it. Forget if I thanked you guys, but Furious Styles at Papa Panda, as well as Broom and Valid CharactR, all dropped me a follow. And King of None. Thanks, Joey. I know that guy. But thank you, everybody, for following. As here we go. It looks like the cheese is going to get scouted here by the Reaper. The Lings are getting into the main. They're starting to kill off some SCVs. The bunkers are going up on the high ground. CharactR knows, but it's not about him knowing at this point. It's about him stopping. It looks like he's going to transition over, almost definitely going to get himself up a Banshee. That's an excellent tool for defending early game aggression, as it can essentially go unchecked against these units. Banshee, Cloak on the way. These Zerglings really just kind of keeping the pressure on. They shouldn't be able to bust through the wall on their own, but I'll tell you who can bust through a wall. That's these 2 chunky boys over here, along with their 3rd chunky friend. Those can drop Biles, and Biles are very, very strong against these very, very stationary buildings. As Renegade's going to start powering through this wall, the Lings are going to start working on the CC in the background. He's got these bunkers up, but he doesn't really have anything to put in them. Oh! Huge Biles land there, and at this point, the Banshee is almost done, but I don't know if it really matters. I mean, he's going to get in, and he's just going to kill every SCV. The Banshee will eventually hold, but eventually isn't good enough. Every SCV is going to die. And that's too much damage. Behind this, Renegade's still flooding Lings, but at any point he can switch back into drones. He's done enough damage. As everything is going down. Cloak, it looks like, will be allowed to finish. That's something. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's enough. He's going to start picking off these add-ons. The reactor Oh, will he deny Cloak? No, Cloak's gonna finish, right? Yeah. Cloak finishes. But still, with all these Lings and Roaches, right, this Banshee is never going to be allowed, or these Banshees are never going to be allowed to cross the map. And from here, with Ren, I think you just Spore up, get a Spire, go Mutas, profit. But we might not even get to that point, as all of the mining going to be shut down. I think CharactR knows he's not going to be able to win this game with 2 Banshees exclusively, as his CCs are starting to fall. He is down to 0 workers. He's got 0 workers, a Reaper, and 2 Banshees. Save it for the match, we're going to lose. Yeah. Both these players said that they were going to lose before the match, but it looks like at least in the first one here, it's going to be Renegade that takes the victory. Yeah. It was a bait and switch. But yep, there's the lair. He's getting 4 gas down. Yeah, it's just going to be a Spire. Spire's a great play when you're like, I know I'm going to win. How do I make absolutely sure that I'm going to win? You get a Spire. Get yourself a Spoya. Looks like this third base might get shut down, but again, Ren doesn't really need it, as this isn't exactly a thriving Terran economy. And these spores, well, yeah, he gets 2 workers. That's nice. Now there's 2 queens, though. Did you proxy a fusion car? Ah, he drops the mule for repair. Ah, he pulls the boys to kill the mule repairing. But this is happening, and that's not a good thing. That CC is gonna die. It's gonna die. It dies. He can't even really wall off. He can get a Liberator and set it up there, but Lings don't give. Lings don't care. They're like, yeah, fine. We are Legion. You can kill some of us, but GG. Renegade takes game number 1. I think mules are good, though. Yeah, they are. Mules are very, very good. They're not that good, though. All right, what did they... Whew. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. Spawning up in the top left-hand corner here on Simulacrum, one of the coolest named maps ever in StarCraft, in my opinion. It is CharactR. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, it's the teal Zerg player, up 1-0, as I actually just remind myself that I should put the score up. It is Renegade. And let's see what these guys are going to go for here. Whew. Oh, they didn't send the results yet? Group not over. I should have put myself on busy, but I forgot to. Stuff's starting to fall through the cracks here, guys. The cracks are starting to show. The cracks are starting to show. It looks like it's going to be a hatchcast pool here for Renegade. And the makings of a Reaper expand here for CharactR. Whew. So everything's looking Standardsville. There's going to be the Expo. We've seen a lot of Reaper expands today. I've run out of things to say about Reaper expands. You expand, you get a Reaper. It's a great opening. Versatile, get some map control, get an expansion. Well, that's new. That one's new. So, Ren sees the bunker, probably wants to pull an SCV, Or sorry, a drone. Wine drinking. He meant to say wine, but I understand what he's saying. But he's going to shut this down. And again, there's no commitment there. There's no commitment there. It's just a little cheeky boy move. Factory coming down behind. Marine finishes. And where's the tech or the reactor? Let me get out one. Let me get one reactor. Hey, one reactor, please. There you go. Ooh, actually a decently large circling swell here for Renegade. Looks like what, eight lings going around the Reaper. The Reaper's going to get all up into the main to do some scouting, but back at home, there's what, Marine? Yeah, Marine to defend. And that could be a problem. Oof. I get the meme. Oh no. Oh, he could have gotten a ling under that and delayed that like forever. So he's going to get that. Oh, I think you go for the reactor. He's going to go for the starport. I like that as well. Oh, but I think you kill the reactor because he knows he can kill it. He can't, forces a cancel on that. Oh, go for the reactor. Go for the reactor. A little bit of indecision here from Renegade, but he's got the links in. That's great. Actually, yeah, there's speed finishing. So only 2 workers killed. He got a Marine. And he canceled the starport. So that was good damage. It could have been more catastrophic there for character, but he managed to survive pretty well. Pulling the boys. The boys did some cleanup work. This Reaper's going to go back in, remember. Okay, it's going to scout the Spire immediately, because I was going to say, it is 2 base play. Considering the gas count, it is going to be Spire. We see that down now. So we're going to get some mutts. The 3rd CC is on the way here for character. So here we go. Zergling's getting out on the map. They're going to run into some Hellions. It's not where you want to be. But great surround there, picking off 2 of the Hellions. Oh, he might even be able to get the rest. Ooh, good micro there from character. Might be able to keep the rest of this alive, but... Oh, he doesn't want to bleed out that Hellion. He does. And that's just such a good trade there for Renegade. 8 kills on that Hellion, but he is the last of his kind. The last of his kind. And he's going to go and confirm that the Spire wasn't cancelled. He's going to see it finish. That's always nice. Turrets coming up back at home, though. He's just locking himself down against Midas. Mines on the way as well. And with this 3rd CC, if character can bottle up and not take too much damage, economically he's going to be in a good spot. I know Kodafu. Yeah, I do a in the chat pop in the clan war declared. Alright, yeah, we send out Coda first. Go get him, Coda. Ooh. Well, that is a very dead Mutalisk. That is a very, very dead Mutalisk. And I like how character's bottled up here. He's defended against these Mutas. And there's no 3rd. There's no 3rd coming out here from Renegade. Oh no! Renegade, what are you doing? He's freaking typing in chat! Why did you fight that? Oh my god. He could have killed 2 more Mutas there. These guys need to do less memeing and more dreaming. Renegade, get a 3rd. My god, man. Get a 3rd. My god, man. He's going to start harassing his 3rd. That's nice. Oh, but he's also going to lose a bunch of Mutas. That's less nice. And he's going to get a 3rd and a 4th. Okay, so he's going to be like, you know what? Didn't have a 3rd? Get a 3rd and a 4th. Screw it. +1 Carapace and the +1 Flyers is now on the way here for Ren. Character has taken the supply lead. There's still a gas bank here for Ren, though. He can get a lot more Mutts if he wants. Nice mine positioning to zone all this stuff away. Ooh, those are fresh mules he could get kills on, though. He's going to opt for the SCVs instead. Oh, no, he's going to kill it all. He's going to kill it all. 5 SCVs and 2 fresh mules. That's a lot of economy denied. Needs to be careful, though. There's still these mines here. Ooh, this is a very delicate dance here for Ren. So he's kind of gotten himself in a little bit of a pickle here, as he doesn't really leave himself with a great retreat path, but he's just going to kill these high-value depots, which is going to heavily supply block him. And character just says, screw it, I'm going across the map. And he's got a big army, but he doesn't have medevacs, and that's a big deal. There's a lot of DPS in this army. Oh, character. There he goes. Good transfuses so far here from Renegade. Oh no, the friendly fire. Okay, okay. The friendly fire isn't too bad here at first. Good mine hit on the banelings. And a good spread here from character, but these rallied lings, you can see softened up marines is going to be pretty brutal. Back at home, oh, he could just kill that CC. I think he's going to. As the rallied lings should be able to deal with these marines. Oh no. Erner. No. Boom. Huge pickups. And now character goes from... Yeah, character was in I feel like a really strong spot, but bleeding that army out and losing his third base really economically hampers him. I mean, he doesn't have a replacement third on the way. I feel like he's got to go get damage done. Now Ren, who was stuck on 2 bases, has exploded out onto 4 bases. And he's just going to take some good trades here, and almost any trade is a good trade at this point. Oop. Maybe not that trade, but the other ones, you know. The other ones. Yeah, he's bleeding more units in. Ooh, friendly fire, doing good damage. The Mutt flock is maintained steady. He's kind of bled out, but he's replaced him. There's the new third for character. But again, Ren needs to be careful still. There are a lot of mines lurking. Ooh, he can take that fight. Oh, you can take that fight, man. Well, not if there's a mine there. Ooh, he's going to get into the main. He might be able to pick off 2 more Widow mines. Ooh, that mine gets burrowed. Oh, there go the rest of the mutas. And I'll be honest, I feel like Ren, I mean, he's definitely trying, obviously, but he's making a lot of kind of very, very overtly aggressive plays here that, despite the advantage that he has, like, a few more of those poor trades, and he could find himself in a little bit of a tricky spot here. See the upgrades. It's 1-1 to just +1 Carapace, so that soon will be 1-1, and then soon 1-2. Here comes the army of Ren, though. It is very large. He should be able to shut down this third base, and that is exactly the type of play that'll keep him in this game. Oh, here we go, though. That's the type of trade he wants. Getting in on all the Marines, all the SCVs. The Marines are going to kite back. He should be able to clear this out, but at what cost? Well, I'll tell you what cost. 24 SCVs. That's going to knock character down to just 27 in total, which means that this army is the army he's got. Ren's just going to make lings. GG is called. But he's not going to leave the game, because he realizes that I've been casting for 5 hours and I'm exhausted. So we're gonna see this attack fizzle, and fizzle at will. Character's played a good tournament, but unfortunately, he will be our first player to be eliminated here in Group D. GG. As we will be back very shortly with the ZVZ as our final match of the evening.